Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wait a second. We've got an ad. Skip. Today we're talking about the top 3 movies that I have been looking forward to in late 2025 as well as into 2026 and beyond. We're only talking about 3 movies here. Shout out the arcade systems at the movie theaters. That's where I met my first girlfriend. Oops, I don't know what that was. Popcorn having a bust. Yes, the movie theaters. Some greasy popcorn. So, anyways, let's get into this list. As for my number 1 most anticipated movie, and this is for me personally, I'm a 31-year-old male. So, obviously, some of these movies are obviously not going to be kids' movies, or they're pretty much all going to be rated R, whether it be for like gore, violence, mainly gore and violence. But the first one is going to be Godzilla Minus One Part 2. And the reason why I'm looking forward to Godzilla Minus One Part 2 is because I'm a huge Godzilla fan. I, as a child, grew up watching Godzilla movies with my grandma. Yeah, grew up watching Godzilla movies with my grandma on like her old school VHS. And back then, I didn't know it at the time, but a lot of the ones that we were watching were like the Japanese versions, or the Japanese made Godzilla things. So for those of you who are not huge into Godzilla, I understand. I could teach you a little bit. Most people don't know that some Godzilla films are like made from Japan, and then the other Godzilla films are made from like the US. So like think like Godzilla versus the King Kong series, that is all US. And something like Godzilla Minus One is made from Japan. You might have to double check that, but I'm pretty sure it's made from Japan. Anyways, getting on to the next movie. The next movie that I'm was really looking forward to was the follow-up to 28 Days Later and 28 Weeks Later, that being called 28 Years Later. I'm a huge zombie fan. In fact, such a huge zombie fan that I have a freaking zombie tattoo on my arm. If that doesn't scream zombie fanatic, I do not know what does. But I was so excited about this movie when I first heard that they were making a sequel. So excited that, I started like watching all the trailers and, went back and I'd already seen the 2 first films several times, in my childhood, teenage years. And I love those first 2 films, they're both awesome. Unfortunately, when the movie came out, for some reason, I'm not typically the guy to like look up reviews, but I decided to look up a review of that movie. And what I was seeing was something about zombie dig, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, like this comment has to be trolling. This reviewer has to be trolling. So I kept reading more and more reviews, and sure enough, it was a lot of zombie dig, and I'm not personally trying to see that, especially not pay good money to go to the theaters and see some zombie dig. So I never actually watched that one. And I think my friend watched part 2, and he said that in part 2 they have more of it. So I'm like, yeah, nah, I think I'm chilling. On to movie number 3. We have the new Mortal Kombat movie. I think they call it Mortal Kombat Part 2. So all my life, I have been growing, or as I grew up, I've always played Mortal Kombat. Not always, but throughout the years, I've played several Mortal Kombat movies. I mean, I'm talking Mortal Kombat Deception, the original like 1, 2, and 3 Mortal Kombats, Mortal Kombat 9, Mortal Kombat 11. I just recently purchased Mortal Kombat 1, and I've been playing some of that. So I've been a huge Mortal Kombat fan, and also in my about 9 or 10 years old, I watched some of the original Mortal Kombat movies, those 2 from like the 90s. And I did see the one from 2021, I believe. It was either 2021 or 2023. But yeah, part 1 of the reboot, modern day reboot. I saw that one. It was good. It was good. Not great. Definitely not great. It definitely left a lot of room for desire. So, what I've been hearing is that they fixed a lot of the issues a lot of the issues and problems that they had in part one, mainly being that they did not focus on Mortal Kombat's core characters, and in fact, brought in like some completely new guy for the movie. Oh, yeah, he's going to be the main character. And yeah, let's care about this guy. Um, and in part two, they realized their mistake and they're focusing more on like the core Mortal Kombat characters and as well as the tournament aspect of Mortal Kombat, which, if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you know that the tournament is a big thing in Mortal Kombat. So yeah, those are the three movies that I'm looking forward to. Obviously, 28 years later, kind of disqualified itself, and we're still looking forward to Godzilla minus one part two. I haven't recently checked to see if there's been any news on it. I have heard that they're in the making or like it's being shot or being, worked on. And as far as Mortal Kombat 2 in third place, that comes out in literally like 2 or 3 weeks. So you already know I'm going to go see it. I know we have a different video for today. So if you are part of my quote unquote core fan base, I appreciate you coming in today and hanging out with me. We'll see you in the next one.